Hi everyone, this is going to be a very short video, and it's one I thought I would never make. Today, I simply want to share with you some news regarding Estes Park and Rocky Mountain National Park for this autumn. As many of you know, this has been a year of construction in both Estes Park and in Rocky Mountain National Park. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen so much road construction up here during the past 20 years of living here. It seemed like everywhere I went, there were crews out working on something. Now, all of this chaos and congestion seemed to scare away a lot of visitors this year. As a result, we've had one of the quietest summers that I've seen here. Grocery stores, restaurants, parking lots, and even entry into Rocky Mountain National Park have all been far less busy than in previous years. While there aren't any statistics out yet, I think that when they do come out, they're going to show a very substantial drop in visitation over previous years. While all of this construction has been bad news for the local businesses, it has allowed park visitors to have a better experience in the park, as they've been able to enjoy a much more peaceful visit. Now, I'm guessing that this trend will continue through the end of the year. What most people don't know is that all of that road construction that has been scaring people away is nearly complete. The roads are open again and traffic is flowing smoothly. You can now drive through Estes Park or even walk through town without all of the trouble that we had earlier this summer. In fact, conditions are better than when they started construction. You'll now find that we have a new road system through downtown Estes Park, making it so much easier to get into Rocky Mountain National Park. In past years, the traffic would back up for many blocks in the middle of town during the busy season, and it would be a real headache to try and get from the east side of town to the west side. Well, we now have 2 lanes heading east and 2 lanes heading west, making it so much quicker to get through town. We also have a new roundabout near the big slides, which certainly speeds things up at that intersection as well. That is, if you know how to use a roundabout. We now have several different roundabouts in Estes Park, so if you don't know how to use a roundabout, before you come, check out the video that I've linked to in the show notes below. Now, once you get the hang of the new road system, it seems to work really well for getting around town or from getting from one side to the other. I think it's going to be a big help in reducing congestion. Personally, I really like this new system, and I'm also very, very pleased that it is nearly finished. Now, this morning, I saw the construction crews working on landscaping on the sides of the road, and I do know that they're working at night, painting lines and putting some finishing touches on the system. But the primary construction is done, and the traffic is flowing freely, so you can now visit and not worry about getting stuck in the middle of a construction site. I'm also expecting the Fall River entrance to Rocky Mountain National Park on Highway 34 to open soon. I was just there this morning, and it appears that the construction is pretty much finished. Now, once they open the new entrance station, it will allow you to bypass Estes Park to get into Rocky Mountain National Park. It has 3 entrance lanes, and it should make it much quicker to get into the park. This entrance will be especially convenient if you're planning to head up to Old Fall River Road or up Trail Ridge Road. I'll be sure to make an announcement of when it opens in the news section of my website, RockyMountainNationalPark.com. Now, in just about a week, we'll start to see autumn colors appearing in force in the higher elevations of Rocky Mountain National Park. You can already see some trees beginning to turn, and the trees will continue to show off their brilliant colors through mid-October. These 4 weeks are some of the most beautiful of the entire year. It's also the season of the elk rut, which is the elk mating season, characterized by large bull elk sparring with one another and filling the air with their haunting bugles. It's quite a sight to see. This season, from mid-September through mid-October, is typically our busiest season of the entire year. It can be crazy busy, but this year, I'm guessing that our visitation numbers may be down. If you've been wanting to come to Estes Park and Rocky Mountain National Park for autumn colors and for the elk rut, then this might be the best year to do it. I'm sure it'll still be busy, but probably not busy like previous years. Now, I've not seen anyone else talking about this opportunity, and so I thought I'd share it with you so you can take advantage of it and enjoy this special time of the year with smaller crowds. Now, my recommendation is that you visit during weekdays. The weekends are still very busy, as we usually get a lot of folks coming up from Denver and across Colorado's Front Range. In fact, I would go out of my way to avoid coming on the weekends during the autumn season. Now, if you do come up, I should remind you that you will need a timed entry permit to visit the park during peak hours during this time of year. The good news is that you can apply for them on the website recreation.gov at 7 p.m. the night before you need them. This summer I've been doing that, and as long as you do it right at 7 p.m., you're very likely to get a permit. And I recommend that you try to get a Bear Lake permit, as that area along Bear Lake Road has some of the best autumn color and elk viewing in the park. However, even if you don't succeed in getting a permit, you can still enter most of the park before 9 a.m. or after 2 p.m. without a permit, and there's still a lot to see and enjoy in the rest of the park. Now, if you're not familiar with the timed entry permit system, I'll put a link in the show notes below to a video I made explaining it. Now, if you do take advantage of this quieter autumn, please stop by my gallery in downtown Estes Park and say hello. We'd love to meet you. I'm also planning on having a few special sales this autumn, which you may be interested in. Well, today's video is a very different type of video for me to put out. Let me know if information like this is helpful to you, and also let me know if you have ideas about the types of videos you'd like to watch. What do you want to learn about Rocky Mountain National Park? Let me know in the comments, and it might help me figure out the subject of my next video. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I'll see all of you out on the trail or in the next video. To help you prepare for your visit to Rocky Mountain National Park, visit my website, rockymountainnationalpark.com. For hiking guides, calendars, coffee table books, and more, visit rockytrailpress.com. And when you arrive, be sure and stop by my gallery in downtown Estes Park. It's called Images of RMNP.